So let's go ahead and get everything we need on that real quick, which is right in here. Let me just do it this way. And we're coming to the jetpack, and we're going to move them in there, and we have one leadstone jetpack. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Simpletons SMP. As you can see behind us, we have our pet shop, which is now open to the public. So let's take a quick look inside. Exotic birds and other pets. Lady Random and Desert Rat are proprietors. So let's come on inside and take a look at the wonderful job that Lady Random did of designing the interior of our shop. We have all of our pets on display out here for you. So over here we have canaries and finches, pigeons, cardinals, blackbirds, blue jays. We've got green budgies, blue budgies. We've got an instant pet for parrots. We have doves, mallard ducks, another instant pet of rabbits. We'll come to these guys on the side here in a moment. Over here we've got some other strange instant pets. We've got polar bears, we've got cows, we got llamas, we got sheep, we got horses, we got pigs. Over here we have frogs. We have pet rocks for the people that aren't very good at taking care of pets. They're a great pet to have. Hermit crabs, turtles, and then we got some more instant pets, wolves and ocelots. Now we do have a few specialty birds. These are one of a kind only. So over here we have the golden goose. So one of a kind. We have 499 blocks especially. We have the red robin. So one of a kind. We also have an evil chicken down here. Be careful if you purchase that one. Over here we have a penguin. But then we got the three-eyed raven. And we have a parrot. It's not dead. Honestly, it's not dead. This is our main supply of pets are downstairs here. Let me kind of show you around here. This is our cash desk. So if you want to purchase one of the pets, you just come up here, come in here, select the pet that you want, take it out of there, and then you take your payment that you're going to pay, and you just throw it up onto the counter here, and it will be collected. We do have our business license on the wall there. So for those of you who think we're doing something shady, we do have a business license. So upstairs here is going to be other pet supplies and feed. So some of it's empty, but we do have cages over here. We have 6 different variety of cages that you can get for your pets. We do sell some of the other stuff like roosts and nesting boxes and nests, if anybody wants to get into chickens. And then over here we have the pet food. We've got dog biscuits, we've got kibble, we've got some cat food, we got bird seed, and we got cow and sheep food here. So we got a little bit of everything for everyone for your pets. Downstairs is our stock room. I'll just kind of give you a quick tour of this. This is where our ME system is at, and where our cash goes to, and just that's our private area. Don't come down here. It's only for Lady Random and I, since we are the employees here. But anyways, that is the pet shop. It is now open to the public. Please come in, take a look around, make your purchase, and enjoy your pets. So let's head back home. And we've got a few things going on here. As you can see, the mountain is gone. I finally got it completely torn down. It took a while. I spent several hours off and on over a few days peeling at it and, knocking it down and then kind of filling in where I needed to and then covering it with dirt. So now we are completely flat all the way. The only area that's a little bit different that I need to fix is over here by this lava pool. And you can see this looks a little different. I'll cover that in just a second here. I need to bring this land up flush with everything else. I do have these lava mills in here now, so we do have a little bit of grid power going on. I also put some solar panels and lunar panels on the roof of that dungeon thing that we had going on there as well. But I'm debating just getting rid of the lava because we don't really need it. We have the lava chicken that has produced more lava than we'll probably ever use in our lifetime. So I'm probably just going to fill this in, and I might do something with the lava mills, make an area for lava mills and water mills and what other type of mills we're going to need to generate grid power as we move along. All right, now the dungeon, if you recall, the entrance was on this side over here by the lava, but I wanted to move it over onto this side because I do want to incorporate this into what we're going to be doing here. So I moved the entrance to this side, and I moved the stairwell that was here to the other wall, so I just kind of flip-flopped them around. And I kind of filled in the outside edges of this to make it a square. And then inside is what we're going to be using this for our power generation station, as well as for our portals, which are still down here. So we still got our nether portal and our mining dimension portal are down here. But you can see I've changed the floor out to this trodden stone bricks instead of all this cobblestone. And I've taken out the ugly cobblestone pillars that were in here, and I made these round pillars out of basalt in Architecture Craft just to kind of make it look nice. I'm going to do something else in here. I'm probably going to have an elevator block that's going to come up and down, just get rid of this, because I kind of want to use this area again for our power generation and some of our equipment that we're going to be needing. I do have a basic power setup here. One of the things that a lot of people here, the Simpletons, have been using, 99 blocks, Game Over helped us with this as well, is that we're using the pneumostatic dynamo that has been upgraded to signalum level, and then this actually will provide power for us using diamonds. So I have 32 diamond chickens here, just cranking out diamonds left and right, filling up the roost collector here, and then you just take the diamonds, toss them in there, and this holds like a 500,000 RF. It produces 500 RF a tick. We can make more of these. They're not that difficult to do. The hard part's making all the upgrades for it, but we have all the stuff that we need over at the mob farm. Like we have the blaze rods to make the blaze powder, which will give us pyrotheum dust. We have blitz spawners in there to give us the blitz powder and cryotheum dust and just the other stuff that we need to make the upgrades for that. So we are currently running our machines off of one pneumostatic dynamo at signalum level. It does have 3 augments in there. We have the lapidary calibration, which allows it to use the diamonds, as well as the 2 fuel catalyzers that are required to do the task. So what I want to do, though, is I want to kind of make this fit in a little bit with our build style. So instead of it just being this ugly flat roof thing with some solar panels and lunar panels on the roof of it, we're going to kind of build it up a little bit to match in with what we're doing here. So let me go sleep real quick. I'm going to grab some supplies, and we're going to come back here and we're going to start a little bit of work on this and see what we can come up with. All right, so I've decided we're just going to continue doing like we did over there. We're going to use some great wood, just to kind of make things stand out pretty much the same. So we're going to put some around the corners like I usually do to give this thing a little bit of depth. And now this thing isn't exactly the same shape one way or the other. One side is even, the other side is odd. All right, so let's hope that this doesn't catch the wood on fire. But there we go. So we got some great wood there. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to grab some gravel. And we're going to fill in a little bit of that lava just so we're safe and we're not going to be burning down the wood that's around there. I've been working on some more of this stuff at the farm too. My rabbit pen that I had here, the rabbit somehow died. So I went ahead and tore it down. I did wind up getting, 14 stacks of coffee out of one rabbit. It took a while, but, we did manage to do that. Let me grab a couple of stacks of gravel here. And let's run back over here. We're just going to kind of fill in the lava a little bit. I don't want to completely fill it in yet. I've got to figure out, again, what I want to do with, as far as grid power is concerned. But I just kind of want this so that it's not right up against the side of our building. Down there. That. Okay, it's not that deep. That should be good for now. My dynamos should still be working. All right. And like I say, we're going to probably flatten this out and just, fill this in with some grass blocks or dirt and let it do its thing, but not today. So, get this gravel out of the way. And let's think about the roof here. Now, again, I don't want to cover the roof completely because right now this is where I've got my solar panels and my lunar panels here, so that we're constantly generating a little bit of grid power. And again, I'm probably going to eventually cover the entire thing. But what I'm thinking would work is if we take some spruce wood, let me go ahead and make some planks out of this, and then we'll make some stairs like that, that's good for now. And then if we do something along the lines of maybe just going around the edge of the roof. Let me see, let me see. Try this. Use some of this gravel, pillar my way up. And that there. You just kind of come around like this. Like that. Okay, just try to grab that stair. This, but we do it all the way around. So if we attach here, If we do this all the way around, and then we maybe do a second layer on top, kind of like this. Let me just put this down real quick, and I'll just do this so that we're not completely covering the roof, and it kind of still is a flat roof, but we're adding a little bit of shape to the outside of it so that it's just not a giant ugly block of cobblestone. Something like this. Let me step back here real quick and take a look. Yeah, it's not gonna be too bad. And then we'll add some trim to it afterwards, and we might even put in do like we did on the house. Let's see, put a beam across like that. And I might take down this whole entryway thing. We'll see. I don't really have a design in mind. We're just kind of doing this on the fly to see what we kind of get. How does that look? It's not too bad. All right, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I got the basic outline of the roof in place. I went ahead and I framed this a little bit with some of that grate wood, but I'm going to come along the edges and do this with some of these brick slabs, stone brick slabs, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And I like the combination of the stone brick along with spruce, makes a nice combination. The browns and the grays. I kind of like the reddish brown coloring of the grate wood. That's why I've been using it in a lot of my builds here. And because it's not a vanilla wood, it also makes it a little bit nice to have something a little bit different. So let's see how much more of this we got. Okay, and one stack was enough to do the outside edge of that. Let's take a look at that real quick. Doesn't look too bad. It's just, again, this is kind of our power station type of thing. I don't know whether I want to keep this entrance like this. I might do something a little bit different with it. Yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll try some different stone variations or something. I'm not a big fan of cobblestone in the first place, but I didn't want to completely tear the thing down and rebuild it. I kind of wanted to repurpose what was already here and then add some of what we want to it. But as you can see, we left the roof fairly flat. So let me go ahead and pillar my way back up there. And you can see here that the roof is still flat and it's open. I probably could go up another level with some stairs, but I do want to expand the these out a little bit more. I mean, right now we're only getting 9 grid power out of this in the morning and 9 out of these at night. We're going to probably need more than that at some point. Again, I'm probably going to be putting an elevator block inside, but I'll probably make it come up here onto the roof so we can do work up here. And then I'm going to have to also, I do have a weirding gadget I've been using over there with my farms to so that I can do my crop builds and get them up to 10-10-10s on those. But I'm going to have to move it somewhere in this area here. So I believe it only covers a 3x3 chunk area. So I want to make it so that our grid power is always active as long as the weirding gadget is working. I believe it shuts off after 12 hours or something like that. These don't run all the time, so occasionally I have to come in here and restart it in order to get some of that stuff done. All right, let me clean up my inventory, and we got a couple more things that I want to work on with you. All right, so we've got our powerhouse set up over there. I do have the pneumatic dynamo going. I do want to make more of them in the future, just in case we need more than whatever it's producing, 500 RF a tick or whatever. But that's a good start for us. We're not using that much power to begin with, but eventually we are probably going to get an ME system in place here on our farm, and we're going to need to have constant power going for that in order to keep it online. So what I want to start with today are a few things that we're going to need. So first thing I want to do is to craft a basic energy cell. So let's come in here and let's look that up real quick. Basic energy cell, basic right here. So this is made up of a block of redstone. We got plenty of redstone. We got lead ingots, plenty of that. Redstone conductance coils. And these are redstone and electrum. Come back in here. And energy cell frames, which is lead gears. Again, plenty of that. Iron ingots, plenty of that. And glass of any kind. It doesn't have to be stained. It can be any color glass. So I've already put together that stuff here. So let's go ahead and pull this out. And we're going to put it together in here. I just crafted these things because, well, they take a while to do. So there we go, one energy cell. So we're going to plop that in line over there so that we can build up a reserve of energy. And these can be upgraded as we go along. I believe you do a hardened and so on, all the different upgrades that we did on the other things. Okay, so we got our energy cell. The next thing I want is an energetic infuser. So let's take a look at that. Energetic infuser. And this is lead gear. We know how to make those. Machine frame. We just made those, I believe. Copper gears. We know how to make those. Yep, machine frame we just did. The redstone transmission coils are silver plus 2 redstone. Got 2 of those, and then the redstone reception coil, which is gold and 2 redstones. So we've got that right here. Let me go ahead and grab these real quick. All right, and let's go ahead and get this put together and make our energetic infuser. There we go, one energetic infuser. All right, so you might have seen in the chest here the next thing we're going to be making, which is a jetpack. So we're going to start with the leadstone jetpack. Leadstone jetpack, which is 4 lead ingots, a leather strap, a flux capacitor, and 2 leadstone thrusters. So I went ahead and pulled all this stuff together, but I'll show you the recipes real quick. Leather strap is just 4 leather and 2 iron ingots. The flux capacitor is redstone, sulfur, 2 lead ingots, copper ingots, and redstone. Remember, sulfur is something that we got from crushing netherrack. And it also, if you crush blaze rods, you also get sulfur on occasion too. So that's our flux capacitor. And then the leadstone thrusters were the hard part. And these are lead ingots, redstone reception coils, which you did, which is the gold in the redstone. Leadstone flux ducts, we did those a couple episodes ago, which is redstone, lead, and glass. And then we've got the redstone, of course, and then the reactant dynamo, which is the redstone transmission coil, which we just did with the silver and redstone, lead gear, iron ingots, lead ingots, and redstone. So let's go ahead and get everything we need on that real quick, which is right in here. Let me just do it this way. And we'll come into the jetpack, and we're going to move them in there, and we have one leadstone jetpack. All right, so let me sleep real quick, and then we got one more piece we're going to do with this. I'll be right back with you. All right, so next thing I want to do with our jetpack is we're going to make it armored. And in order to do that, we've got to make iron armor plating. And that is iron and tin. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got some iron and some tin. So iron was like this, tin is like this, and that makes our iron armored plating. We combine that with our jetpack, and now we've got a leadstone jetpack that is armored. So that's going to take the place of our chest plate. But I can't do it yet because it doesn't have any power in it, and that's where we need the energetic infuser so that we can charge this up. Okay, I'm going to make one more thing that we're going to be using in the next episode, I think. I had a plan for it in this one, but this ran a little bit longer just because of the opening of the pet shop. So let's go ahead and do this, and that's what I want to make is a colored block crafter, and this is going to be used with the building of our barn and our silo. Colored block crafter. So this is red, green, cyan, purple, and an iron ingot. So let me just go ahead and grab all these things here. There we go. Come back in here and we'll hit it in our crafting table. We have the colored block crafter. Now, I believe what we do with this is it works with cobblestone. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of cobblestone. And then when you open this up, you can put your cobblestone. Does it work with that? I think you have to have, I'm going to have to look into this a little bit, but I think we need some dye in our inventory. I'm going to go ahead and grab some red. I'm going to go ahead and grab the purple, cyan, yellow, magenta. We have the chickens that make all the colors, so we're not hurting for any of this. So if we come in here, and this will give us different colored blocks. It turns the cobblestone into pretty much any color that we want. Now, let's say, for example, I wanted to make my barn. I don't want it to be a bright red. I'm thinking maybe more along this muted one here, the red block number 24. And so I'm going to go ahead and make one of those just to show it to you. And then we got this block. And as you can see, it is a flat block, just like the name says on the tin. It's a flat colored block. But if we were to say take our chisel here, not our chisels and bits chisel, our regular chisel, and we use this, let's see what kind of patterns we can get out of this. We get nothing. Okay, I was hoping that maybe I could chisel this into some type of like pattern that would look like wood. Maybe not. I will have to do a little bit more investigating in that on exactly how to use this thing. But we have it, and we can make practically any color block that we want as long as we have the right dyes in our inventory, we will be able to do that. So let's go ahead and put this together real quick. Let me clean that up. And we'll do this real quick just to end this episode. So I'm going to put in our battery backup, essentially. And then we're going to put in our energetic infuser, and we're going to put our jetpack in there and get it charging. So I think I will put the battery or the energy cell up here. And is this charging up? Okay. Configuration, bottom should be... There we go. I need to do something like that. Okay, so it looks like it's charging it up, and then if we... Let's see. Attach. Move that. There, let me get another flux duct here. Let's grab all of them. Come along like this. And then we're just going to do the right side as output. So that should be out. Yep. Okay. So the power is coming in here. It's going to charge this up, and then it's going to allow power to be pulled out of the side of it to use in the rest of our stuff here. I still need that. Silly me. All right, so let me see. We will put that. I'll put it over here, which is fine. Or we can, yeah, we'll put it over here. All right. Attach our power to the top of it. There we go. Make sure, okay, it's charging up. This holds 40,000 RF. Our jetpack takes 800,000 RF. So let's go ahead and put it in there and let it charge up. All right, give me just a minute and I'm gonna get a little bit of a charge on this and we'll try it out. All right, so I put about 30,000 RF in there roughly. So let's go ahead and try this on real quick and just see if this is working. There we go, up and down. There we go. Cool. I will have to figure out the controls of this thing. So I know like there's a hover mode and whatnot that you can do with it, but at least we've got some rudimentary flight that we can use to get around from place to place. Look, if we want to come over here and visit Game Over's place. So I haven't seen all this other stuff that he's been doing over here. He's got his infusion altar here and some other buildings all around, looking really cool. I'll have to check out his base a little bit more some other time, but not right now. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We got a little bit of work done here. We got our powerhouse up and going. Did a little bit of remodeling on that. Got ourselves a nice, nifty little jetpack that we can play around with. And hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to get started on some of the like the barn and maybe the silo and get some ideas of what we want to do with our hex in the future. I also showed you the brand new pet shop in its completion. Hopefully we'll get a few customers in there, might purchase one or two items. It'd be fantastic to see what their thoughts are on this as well. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Bye.